to Xin Chupung Ryung for our second game of today's cast. I do apologise for the delay, of course. We do have spawning in the bottom left position Soul Tease Ultra. Now, if I was like the BlizzCon guy, I'd be like, whoa! Then over in the top right, we do have the Orange Zerg, Soul the Babo. Of course, they are both in the same Team League team, so they're both in Seoul. Pretty interesting little tidbit. There is another observer in this game. He is, of course, Fujikura, who is the Seoul leader. So it's good that it's not lagging. That's a good plus point. Looks like my overlay is up to date, and everything is in the right place, so it's all good. Babo Zerg, okay. So we don't see anything crazy coming out from Babo. He is sending it, of course this is a two-player map, so he will send his Overlord. Sorry, just taking another sip of tea. He's sending his Overlord in the correct direction. We see Ultra, like, he's not played this map, I don't think. He's actually scouting for a proxy or something down there. He is playing against a Zerg player, so that will not be happening. Now, Ultra is actually at 500 APM. 500 APM is crazy. Of course, that is a lot of spam, and if anyone actually watched the Italian Open, there is an Italian pro called Pro who was spamming up to like 650 APM. Like, his hands must be insanely fast. That is like StarCraft 2 shamed player level of APM speed. We actually see I don't think Ultra knows this map at all. He's actually just scouting around, just trying to see what's going on. I don't think maybe he's trying to hide something. This is of course a 12 scout. Maybe he thinks there's going to be a proxy hatchery. Now, one thing that we did see last week on this map between Shiny and Miso, this is a very, very good map for Mutalisks. 2 Hatch Muta is a very strong play. Now, are we going to see that from Babo? It looks like we will see the spawning pool coming up at a relatively normal time. Looks like the camera's just caught up with me spamming the zoom. So that should be pretty fun. The hatchery is going up now. We see the spawning pool. The gas is going up as well. So I do believe we will in fact see that 2-hatch muta. The Overlord still scouting around. Looks like the SCV finally does find its way into Ultra's, or into Babo's main, sorry. So he's going to be able to see exactly what's going on. He's going to see no 3rd hatchery yet. And he's going to see the gas before the 3rd hatchery, of course. Wait, I mean, no gas 3rd hatchery is quite dangerous, especially if you are against your teammates. It's going to be quite difficult. Now, it looks like Ultra is going to be doing something quite standard. He is going for the, well, I say quite standard, it is 2 racks opening with a refinery. Now, are we going to see something like a Sparks Terran build where he does go for some kind of sunken bust? This is a relatively small amount of space where you can build sunkens. You can go for Dazen catching up, Soul Leader. I should change my name to that. But yeah, we do see the lair coming up as I predicted. 2-hatch Muta, of course, is very popular. Looks like Babo's camera is going absolutely everywhere. I don't know if he's setting camera hotkeys in random places, but he's just like looking at every corner of the map for some reason. We do see the first creep colony coming up, but no, actually cancelling his first creep colony, seeing that there is no marine pressure coming out very early on. But what he's going to have trouble with is as soon as these barracks are finished, he won't be able to do too much. An SCV scout is trying to hide up here, but it is going to be chased away by the Ling, and the lair should be coming up to finished relatively soon. I believe the lair finishes about 4 minutes for the 2-hatch Muta style. Of course, it doesn't mean that Babo isn't going to go for some kind of Hydras. As a matter of fact, he only has 1 gas, so we could see a 2-hatch Lurker opening here. There is no Hydra Den, of course. But how is Babo going to play this one out? Looks like the Lings are out the front just checking everything, but we do see the 2 racks Medic Marine Bioforce is actually starting to build up. We see Stim and Range should be coming up shortly. Is there going to be a spy? Yes, there is. So Spire with the second gas must be a little bit delayed. Wow, so Cadenza just confirmed in chat. I know that this is 2 minutes ago for you guys, or 2 minutes in the future for you guys, but it looks like Pro wasn't actually doing anything. Now, it looks like Babo actually scanned the main, so he should know what's going on. And Overlord has seen this move out. I actually caught that a little bit late. The Overlord is in the perfect position for this. Now, how many Sunkens is Babo going to make to try and hold? He is adding a second and a third. Is he going to add a fourth? Looks like he may do. No, he actually decides against it. He does have just a few lings at the top of this ramp, which may be able to pick off a Marine, but he is going to need to be very careful. The Mutilist should be popping out around 5 minutes 50, I believe. I'm actually going to confirm it in this game. It's one of the timings I need to get down in my head. But we see the stim is going in, but he stims and moves back. Not the best move. Doesn't look like he stimmed absolutely everything, so he should be okay. A fourth Sunken is going up, and we see yet more Bio piling up at his base. He is going to stick to this one base style. He's not, interestingly enough, going for any tech. He's opting to go one base, just pure tier 1, Marine Medic, and going to try and do what he can. Of course the Sunkens are covering the front, but how well do they cover this back angle? 2 of them are in range. And it looks like because of this early pressure, the Mutilists have actually been delayed for Babo, so Babo had to get more lings than he would realistically be looking to do. I'm not sure how often both of them have actually played these styles against each other, but I mean, Ultra still not adding anything else, does throw down 2 scans. What does he see? He actually scans... Wow, he scans the minerals. He's going to do this really annoying play. Of course, you can't get vision over there without a scan. He also scanned the front as well, but he did not see the Mulist coming out. He is ready at home. He does have some turrets. But how well is this Mutilist micro going to work for Babo as he pushes against this Medic Marine force? Range is finished, but can he clean this up? Let's find out. Looks like he's going to try and use this cliff to do as much damage as he can. He pulls the lings up as well. Is he going to be able to clear down this Medic Marine force? There isn't actually that much. The Marine micro hasn't been very great, and the Viewer micro was actually incredibly crisp there. Does take out the Marines, only losing a single bit of damage pretty much on his Mutilist. There is a big Bio force, of course, back here, but the main bulk of Ultra's army is dead. +1 is not finished yet. It should be finished soon. +1 will make it a lot easier to deal with these Mutilists for the Medic Marine, but there is only in fact 1 Medic with this entire Bio army. If he stims like he just did, it's going to take a long time for this Medic to actually heal everyone up, and the Fire Bat is actually taking most of the Medic heal, so bit of an unfortunate bit of missed micro there by Ultra. Just checking, that is an Overlord. We still see the Mutilist moving around on the map. No additional tech yet for Babo, who is not going all in, but his drone count isn't saturated at his third, even adding an extra creep colony. And we see still only 1 medic by Ultra. With only 1 medic, he's going to find it very difficult to deal with these Mulisks. He's stuck entirely on his 1 base. And unless he can go up to... Is he even teching? It doesn't look like he's teching. No, he's going 5 racks on 1 base. He is going all in on this. And you know what? I don't think it's going to work. It should be shortly. We actually see another Overlord drone coming down here to take this base, which is a very interesting choice given the proximity of it to Ultra's main. But Ultra is just completely pinned back right now. Still no upgrades on the Marines, no upgrades on the Mutalisks either. And it looks like Ultra may be looking to secure his expansion. But here come the Mutalisks. They're going to come in from the top side. Only actually 2 turrets here defending these. Mutalisks could actually dive on this. I think they can get the other one as well. There's just not enough turrets here to defend. The Medic Marine are actually going out for a counterattack, as you can see here. And you know what? I think Ultra is just going to throw away his position in the game. He's going to lose all of his SCVs. 5 racks production is not going to be enough when the Mutalisks are going to be camping on top of the barracks. There are 5, 6 Sunkens now, going up to 7. Will defend this counterattack, and all of the SCVs are going down. It looks like Ultra has just given up the game here. Unfortunately for him, another medic has finished. How many medics are with the main army? Only 2 medics. He is going to try and go in against the Sunkens, but there's not enough medics to do this. A single medic is, a single Muir is actually trying to take down one of the medics. Somehow that medic is keeping that thing alive. I don't know how this is possible, but somehow I don't think there's enough targeting on the Sunkens, but there is enough damage caused by them, and Ultra is forced to GG. And that is going to allow us to go into the second game. Of course, that will be on Fantasy 2. But let's just quickly update the score here. Babo does take game 1. Now, hopefully that has updated everything. We're just going to quickly bring up the overlay while we get into this next game. Just so you can have a look at the other map. Let's see if they want me to host. Wait, where did he go? Looks like I may have jumped in on a game too. You know what? I am not going to be allowed to cast a second game in a series, am I? I think Babo may have been, I think Ultra may have been a little bit disappointed with the maps, but you know what? He knew what he signed up for, he saw the map pool, so he has no reason to complain. But I'm just actually going to make an announcement in the Foreign Brew War channel Discord, just to say we are live, of course. Actually, let's just have a look at the, can I fix brackets? Oh, apparently. Well, I guess we're just gonna update this. We'll put Babo through, and we will follow him up. And he is going to be playing against Venom. So apparently Ultra has forfeited because he doesn't want to play on the maps, which I must admit I don't understand why you would sign up to the tournament realistically. Just to check the Matcherino, just to make sure we haven't missed any additional donations to the prize pool, because don't want to not thank anyone. No, we're still on the same. So thank you once again to Gabriel, Cheesecake Scribble, and Dimian, who did donate very generously once again. Gabriel has been trying to get people to defeat Shiny for weeks, and you know what? This week Shiny didn't sign up, so he's actually going to get away with it this week. What else is going on? So DeWalt versus Faust is still going on. I2 is still waiting for Quantal and Rota. I've been chat mugged, so I need to reload the game again. I'm certain it's not me though. I'm certain it's other people. But that's fine. Let's jump in. Let's jump back in the game, guys. Seeing today's maps, they're not actually the maps we're going to be seeing again. Okay. See if we can join again. Right, so let's see what maps we're actually going to be seeing. They're banning the maps at the moment, I believe. So Katrina has been banned by Babo. He's saying make, so... Let's set up the maps quickly. So we're going to see NW Venom, who is of course a Protoss player, versus Babo, who is the Zerg player. Now, what map is Venom going to ban? Right, so we are going to see New Tornado, Fancy 2 and Demon's Forest. So let's actually just reset everything. Let's quickly throw up the map so you guys can see exactly what's going on. There we go, so throw up this while I make the game. And I need to very quickly grab a little bit of a drink, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to host the game and then get them to wait, because you know what, they can wait. Let's hope they can both see me. Apparently I'm stuck creating the game. Let's hope this works. Come on guys, yeah, we're in. We're in the game. It's good. I'm just gonna get a drink. I will be 30 seconds. Okay, we are back. Are the players ready? I am certainly ready. So are they ready? That is the question we have to ask ourselves. As we do, get ready to go into this game. Babo is ready. Is Venom ready? Yes, he is. Let's go. GG, GL, and have fun to the players. If you are just tuning in, there is a 2-minute delay if you're wondering what's going on. So that is why you're a little bit further behind to me. I just want to make sure there's no accusations of stream cheating or anything. There was some last week, so now we do have Babo over here in the right side. Looks like there's a little bit of lag. That's actually sorted it going into high latency. And down here in the bottom left position of New Tornado, we do have the brown Protoss Venom. So let's just quickly set the colors, just make sure that this is all set. So we do have the brown Protoss and the purple Zerg. That may be pink on the overlay, but that's fine. We don't mind about that. Now, Babo and Venom haven't met each other recently in a tournament, I don't believe. So it should be interesting. Neither of them, I mean, Babo, of course, one of the best 2v2 players in the foreign scene. I believe he made it to Olympic rank 2v2 a couple of times, even back in the day, so very strong 1v1 tourney with 2v2 maps. What? There's no 2v2 map here. Fancy 2 wasn't a 2v2 map, it was an OSL Ultra. But you know what? I don't mind. He can say it's 2v2 maps, but he played a 1v1 map, but that's okay. So hopefully you'll come back again next time. There'll be a different map pool next week. There will be 2 returning maps, so it'll probably be Katrina and Fancy 2 rather than Demon's Forest, because I know that is kind of buggy. but we do see Babo will overlord Venom. He will actually get the initial scout off with his overlord, so that will mean he's perfectly safe going for his 12 hatchery. We'll see that going down in just a moment. Now, it looks like we'll see a Forge Fast Expand. That's interesting. Usually with Forge Fast Expand, you will actually see the probe leave and go and scout leave and scout the base, even. Yeah, last game was Chile versus Chile, so no lag issues. Yeah, Dazen with the proper questioning there. Looks like Venom's actually going to cross scout first. So unfortunately for him, he doesn't realize that his Zerg opponent did spawn down here in the bottom right. He is now going for a spawning pool. I'm not going to see 3 hatch before pool. That is an incredibly greedy opening you can go for. We see 2 cannons coming up where he hasn't scouted his opponent, so he doesn't yet know if there is a Lingual in coming yet, but 2 cannons is going to delay your Nexus by a considerable amount. It looks like we will finally see the Nexus coming up here. There we go. Nexus coming up. We don't see anything crazy going on. Once again, thank you for the follow. Oh, Venom thought the map was for 2, unfortunately, but there we go. He's going to figure out it's a 4-player map now, and it will allow him to go and scout the fact there was a 12 hatch. And he will be able to see that the gas is coming up. We do see the 3rd hatchery coming up now, of course. And back in Venom's main, we see the Dancing Overlord on top of the Nexus. Pretty cool there. Look at him spin. Look at him go. He's just having fun. He doesn't mind. He's going to have to get out eventually. But for now, for the longest time, until there's a Stargate or a Dragoon, he can just chill. Just see everything that's going on. Legal map hacks, guys. There we go. Thy name is Zerg. And hopefully, yeah, I did, apparently Hongju was punished for trolling by the public. What on earth is going on in chat right now? People calling him very BM. Man, that's really harsh. Poor Hongju, what's he ever done? He's a cool guy. Now we see the initial 2 links out. This is going to be able to at least try and catch the probe when it comes to another scout. We don't see anything too insane. The gateway has only just finished. No Zella out yet. Meanwhile, back in the Zerg base, he is going for 3 hatch lair. Now, is he going to go for Aspire? Babu's Muteless Micro was pretty good last game. Is he going to, Is he going to get away with this? According to, I guess, apparently the foreign scene uses the maps for 2v2, but they are in fact 1v1 maps, and they are from an OSL. So it was definitely not a 2v2 OSL Ultra, so... I mean, I guess if they're 2v2 maps these days, I mean, they're still 1v1 maps at heart, because that was what they were designed for. It's just there's not really been any 2v2 maps since Pro League in 2v2 died in 2009. So, pretty crazy there, but we do see the lair has finished up. We will now see the Spire, so it is going to be 3 hatch Mutalisk. Pretty strong build on Neo Tornado. You do have this this area here which the Mutalisk can actually move in and out of. It is going to be kind of hard to cannon this, but the one thing to note, the main mineral line is actually really well defended. Of course you can fly in around the side like this, but it's not going to matter too much. We don't see, of course, any upgrades for either player yet. Is Venom going for +1? It doesn't look like he is. We're not going to see any form of very early timing for him. Looks like we will actually see the Citadel, and he is getting a Stargate. He's not chosen to skip this, so this is going to save him in this game. And yeah, this map does have Kerrigan's Chrysalis on the ramps. There we go. It helps block the ramps, makes them a little bit smaller, and allows things to squeeze through. Of course, all units can actually get through that gap, and you can kill the Chrysalis, but it's just to aid in that early defense against sort of speed vultures or lings or things like that, because there is, of course, the wider ramp on the other side. Now, how quickly and how many Corsairs is Venom going to go into? Has not seen the Spire. He is going for his Templar Archives. He's not going for +1 on either his Forge or his Cybernetics core. So Venom playing a very upgradeless style, not really going for those very quick upgrades. as of yet, may find himself having a little bit of problem, although it looks like rather than 4 Mutalisks, it's actually just going to be for the Scourge to defend against the early harass from the Corsairs that is now coming into the base. Interestingly, we do see the 4th hatchery coming up. Is there a 5th hatchery? No, not yet. We do see the Mutalisks. Did the Corsair actually see those? Because if they did, looks like the Scourge were just there to help clear up that first Corsair, make it a little bit easier for the Corsairs, or for the Mutalisks to do their damage. But we don't actually see any reaction yet. Yes, we do. We see a cannon coming up in the main mineral line. Interestingly, the cannon at the natural, which is the exposed area, is incredibly late, and these 3 Mutalisks could do a lot of damage. They're going to bounce in, bounce back out, and just be as annoying as possible. Funnily enough, I don't think he realised there's no cannons. He's going to try and take down the gas. That is, of course, wow, there's no actual second Corsair on the way. So it looks like rather than go for more Corsairs, even though he saw the Mutalisks, he's going to forego those and go for quicker Templar with Storm. Now there is a DT, there is actually some Zealots I completely missed. Brown on this map is really hard to keep track of when you're looking at the minimap. But the Zealots, how many kills do they have? 3 kills on there. It doesn't look like they got too many drones. Babo did a really good job of actually just pulling back all of his drones away from his base, and he will be able to transfer them back again. We see the 5th hatchery going up now too. And it's just going to be a little bit awkward now for Venom to really do too much. Of course, Babo, with his 11 Mutalisks, does have map control, and without any Corsairs, Venom may find himself in a very awkward position. He does have this Archon, but Archons are very, well, they're not slow, but they're very clunky. And he's actually going to have to clear out one of his own cannons to even leave his base with the Archon. And every cannon is going to be important. The Mutalisks are going to fly in. How much damage they can do is actually overmade Scourge, thinking that maybe there'd be more Corsairs than there actually are. And I think he's actually just going to be able to take down all these cannons. I believe 3 of the Mutalisks have gone down, but the Archon is idle. The Archon needs to be attacking. It can't get into the mineral line. He's walled it out of his own mineral line. There we go. The probes are actually in the way now. The Archon's going to fall back now. Is Babo going to multitask and defeat that? But I'm not too sure. The SimCity working against Venom. He may even lose his natural or his main nexus. This is an awful position for Venom to be in. It looks like some Zealots have moved out. Is their defense back at home? Yes, there's 3 Sunkens. So that isn't going to be able to do too much. The Mutalisks do bounce back again, and they're going to go straight back in for the kill. Still no Corsairs, still no +1. +1 is only now just being researched. Even trying to take down the gateway power. This is going to be very awful that our poor Protoss hero to deal with. Babo just showing air superiority in this game, actually sending 1 DT, 2 Zealots and an Archon to try and deal with this, but he really needs this Archon back at home. Is Storm finished? Even if it is, there's not enough energy, and I believe Venom may be forced to tap out here, although there was a little bit of lag, unfortunately. And there we go. That's a bit unfortunate for Venom, but I mean, Venom isn't really going to be able to do too much damage. We see the 5th hatchery is finished. No hive yet, no need to go for hive this early in TVZ. And look at this extra sunken just to be super safe. The SimCity, I wouldn't say is the best. He could actually use his evolution chambers at the front as part of the wall, but he is just going to use them at the back. The Mutalisks are still flying around doing what they can, actually in the main again. Just trying to take out as many probes. I really wish I could click all of these Mutalisks individually. There's 4 kills, 5 kills at least on them. It's really hard to actually see what's going on, but he does still have the 8 Mutalisks. There is a big force. Well, I say big force, it's kind of medium, but he does have +1 attack, and there isn't too much defense at home. There is, of course, these 3 sunken colonies, and this Archon is going to do a lot of damage. It does 30 damage per hit, guys. There's actually a second Archon here as well, but it looks like Venom is going to go all in. He's going to lose his natural nexus, or his main nexus even, and he's going for this last-ditch attempt to try and do as much damage as he can for the Zerg, but this is not the right location to be attacking. No upgrades are done for the Zerg player, it is +1, but just look at the amount of Sunkens here. They're going to be doing so much damage. 1 Archon falls! The Zealots are falling as well. There is a Storm, actually, at the back, killing 5 Hydralisks. A good Storm, no GG, and Venom has left the game. Now if we very quickly update the scores on this set, so Babo does of course win that first game, and we are going to head up to Fantasy 2. Wait. Wait, Venom's logged off. No, he can't have rage quit, right? Ah, there we go. The Venom is back, that's good, he didn't leave. We are actually going to see a second game of the series today, which is of course very good. I'm very glad for that. We have of course hosted the game. Let's hope Dazen is here, and he did see that I said A11. What? Who is this guy? Am I chat bugged again? I'm not chat bugged. We're good. We're good. We're all good. Everything's fine. We're actually up to 200 viewers now. You are, of course, tuned in to the Clash for Char, number 9. Usually I would be casting these with Sale, but where he was in Italy with Cadenza this week, he wanted to spend some time with his girlfriend, which is kind of crazy. That was a very sad game. I know you guys have just caught up, so we are going to be moving on to the second map in this series. Let's just throw up the overlay once again, just to show you what map it's going to be. We're finally going to see Fantasy 2. Now this is a very strange map. You'll be able to see it soon. We need to wait for Babo and Dazen. Hopefully they'll both be here. There we go, Dazen's here. And now we just need Babo, and then we should be good to go. Sounds like my tumble dryer is bleeping in the background, but that's fine. We've got some StarCraft to watch. I can take a break after this game for a few minutes to get another drink and to get ready, but instead of that, let us get into this game, the second game of this series. Babo is from Chile. I'm not sure about Venom even. So Babo is just going to check the map. That's fine. Now, one thing I would like to consider a big upset is Venom actually beat Terra to get here. So Venom taking out arguably the best Terran in the tournament today, doing a really good job. So this is kind of cool. Oh, apparently I was chat bugged again. What the hell? Okay, go. Go, have fun. There we go. Okay, so this is going to put us on our second game of the series, the first one we've seen today actually. So good to finally see the second part of a series here. There is a little bit of lag going into the game, so hopefully that's not going to cause any problems. We have same positions, guys. So over in the bottom right 5 o'clock position, we do have the yellow Zerg, SGS, or not SGS, Soul Babo. SGS was his old nick. And then over in the bottom left, we do have, I'd say that's the 7 o'clock position, I'm not going to change that on the overlay. We have the Teal Protoss, NW's Venom. That must mean Venom is from Poland. NW, of course, Net Wars, a very big Polish Brood War community. Asking Dazen to leave, there's a little bit of lag. Hopefully Dazen's there. I don't know if he left. I can't ask them if turn rate 12 is okay. Now the important thing to note of this map, every single spawn is different. you have this spawn, you have a large area here. And then you have the natural here. Now over in this position, we have a completely different base. You actually have a third base that you can reach by going around and up to this third base here. So very, very interesting map. There's actually a base behind some mineable minerals. That's actually the third base for this spawn. So this is going to actually benefit Venom a slight amount. It is going to be a little bit easier to attack this base. There is 2 entrances to go and attack it, and of course against Mulisks it is very close to this second, or to this main base area of the Protoss player. So that's gonna, well, of the Zerg player even. That's gonna be pretty bad for him. Looks like Venom is gonna scout around. I'm not sure if he did take time to look at the map, but he should know that there are different spawns. There's even a island base here in the middle, which a wily Zerg player could actually get away with. Now, one of the important things to note as well, of course, these natural third bases are in fact mineral onlys. They are all the same in terms of mineral to gas ratio. That's fine. There's nothing crazy like that. Now, this top left spawn, it has the 2 bridges going into the natural that does make it incredibly easy to defend. But it makes you actually have to go along this weird little pathway to take the space. Now, I'm not sure if we'll see a game of that spawn today. And then, of course, you have this base as well, which does give you this third base that you actually have to go all the way around to go to. We do see the hatchery coming up on 11, so an 11 hatchery after a 9 pool, I believe. Wait, did Dazen leave? You know what? I don't know if Dazen's in here or not. But I don't really want to leave if I don't have to. Let's just check nothing's downloading or anything. Just gonna make sure that I've got nothing open that I don't need to. I can't whisper. You know what? I'm not going to be told to leave my tournament. I'll stay here. We do see the Lings coming out. Are the Lings going to be able... Well, they know where the Protoss player has spawned. Looks like he is actually going for two Gate Zealot even on this map. This is a bit of an interesting map. Let's close the Battle.net launcher as well, just in case that's causing any problems. If this causes too much lag, I will actually leave. Let's leave. You know what? Let's give the players the best possible chance at playing a normal game.